Hello, awakened beings. Welcome to this channel. I'm so happy to have you here. Um, this is going to be kind of a quick, just anything that comes through type of reading. I just felt like getting on here and recording something, so we'll see what comes through. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. I do energy work, but primarily intuitive tarot and oracle readings. I do have a Ko-Fi shop where I sell jewelry. These jewelries are not for sale. This jewelry is not for sale. This is my personal jewelry that I make with intention. Everything I make with intention. But do check out the shop to see if there's anything that you like. This is my Deaf Doula's amulet. This one is a special one for a guide that I work with. And then amethyst and sodalite. Okay. Helps with speech, third eye, throat chakra opening. So anyways, yes, tune into the shop, see if there's anything that you'd like. Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to open up, see what comes through, relay the messages. Again, I'm an intuitive reader. I love using my intuition, so that's what I'll be doing. So yeah, all right. We got 2 of Cups, wonderful. Page of Cups. Okay, so Spirit is communicating. 2 of Cups was first to come out, and this just tells me that you are working on transmuting energy, like mending yourself together as a whole. Okay, so we have the light side and the dark side, and our dark side, shadow side, whatever you want to call it, just is something that is a side of us that holds our grief, that holds different kind of emotions that are lower on the spectrum. It doesn't mean that they're bad or anything like that. That's why we have 2 of Cups, because as we come together and acknowledge those things, we are our whole self. So with the Page of Cups, I definitely feel like you're coming through and using your creative abilities, using music, using writing, using artistry, so whatever your emotional outlet is, whatever allows you to, follow a passion, be creative. Maybe it's making things, but whatever that is, that's allowing you to transmute energy. So you're taking lower energy on the spectrum and lightening it. You're lightening the load, you're transmuting it, making it brighter and more light, happy, but also more accepted, right? So I don't know what that means for you. Let's get a little bit more about this. But like I said, the main message with this 2 of Cups is that you are coming more together as one, as yourself. Acknowledging yourself, accepting yourself, and healing in that way. Okay? You're definitely expressing yourself in some way. You gotta break the chain. Okay, sorry the camera cut off because I had an alarm set that I forgot about. But anyway, so you got break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So again, breaking the chain definitely is just kind of like I said, acknowledging patterns, breaking habits, things like that, and helping you come together, acknowledge things, releasing, all the normal stuff. Let's get into some specifics, Spirit. Clarity. Alright, let me trust my deepest instincts in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. May my own holy intuition always guide the way. Okay. This is interesting because you have Break the Chain, which says ancestral patterns and healing and rewriting the future. But I do also get a sense that you're returning to your roots. And this reminds me of, like, I'm not an astrologist, but like Uranus is the planet of like, no, it's Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Uranus is something about your thinking. It challenges your thinking, your belief systems. Okay, so with this clarity and break the chain, I actually kind of feel like you're going back to your roots a little bit, going back to reflect on things that you were taught. Um, and I do feel like this has to do with like religion and spirituality. For some of you, it might not be all of you, but I do feel like that. Um, for others, and well, for somebody here, it has to do with body image, body size, things like that. Um, but yeah, I just kind of feel like with this clarity card, there's a message around revisiting beliefs and kind of assessing like why you think that, or like if it still serves you or if it doesn't. So I feel like with this break the chain, that there's some belief systems that you're letting go and that you've kind of outgrown or expanded upon or gotten more knowledge about, you know. um, and there's just some beliefs that don't really make sense for the direction you want to go in life and for who you want to be, what kind of person you want to be. So I do see you letting those things go, and that elevating you in a way. You being just more lighter. So I do feel like some of those beliefs were maybe having to do with like shame or just lower vibration emotions. And so releasing those belief systems, patterns, whatever, um, allows you to just kind of be more authentic. Okay, Two of Cups, alignment with yourself. Okay. They just said discipline. So I do feel like, I don't know, what does that mean, discipline? What are you saying? Phoenix. Um, I would take this as, so with this Phoenix card, the clarity, the break the chain, all that is just, you're really just like I said, releasing and stepping into a new version of you. But, or and with the discipline, I just feel like you're more determined. Okay, like look at the energy of this card. It's very much like, you know, giving judgment energy as well. Where on the judgment card, it's this person who comes out of a coffin and is like literally renewed, rejuvenated. They have a second chance at life, right? And so, you know, going from ashes into like the phoenix is literally a second chance at life. So, I just feel like you could be releasing something that's really significant, something that really was life threatening for you. You know, maybe some sort of addiction or something like that. Might not resonate with everybody, of course. But yeah, there's just this huge turnaround for you that is allowing you to really come into yourself, and be authentic. And also, strength is coming through as well. But with the discipline, yeah, it just kind of feels like you have a fire or a determination that is very strong. It's really just like the strong energy from this card. Okay. I love that for you. Because it's very much like, no, I'm not going back. The door is closed. The door is closed. I'm not going back. This is me now. You're not putting me back into a box. I'm not putting me into a box. You're going to see me. You're going to see who I am. I'm taking up space. That's what I hear y'all saying. Okay. Work. Okay. What else, Spirit? Let's come through with one more message, please. Oops. Okay, we got Page of Cups again. I definitely feel like this is Spirit, like, motivating you. Like, definitely keep doing what you're doing. Hold on a second. Okay, so when it comes to acknowledging emotions, there are some things that are like buried for a reason, right? Like, we don't want to be sad. We don't want to cry. We don't want to remember certain things, or you know what I mean? So it is tough to, acknowledge those things. But I really feel like with the Page of Cups, that Spirit is communicating that, like, keep going, keep doing the work, because you're just going to feel so much lighter and proud of yourself. And in love with yourself, more in love with yourself. I love that. Thank you for saying that, Spirit. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That you're just going to feel more in love with yourself. I love that. Anyways, yeah, so I just feel like the Page of Cups coming through is Spirit just to say, yeah, keep going, stay focused, keep opening your heart, as painful as it can be. But it's not like, with this Page of Cups, I see you opening your heart. It's not like, when you go to a therapist and you're just like trauma dumping, right? Throwing out your traumas and doing all that. Like, that's not exactly what I see. What I see is it's more of, feeling sad or something like that, and then doing an activity to turn that around. Feeling low energy or whatever, and then start dancing, and really putting a smile on your face through that. So, you could be doing that kind of, like, if you're getting counseling or something like that, or, but that's not exactly what I'm seeing. It's just more so having outlets for yourself. It's almost like you are the leader of your healing journey. You are the leader. You're taking ownership of it, whatever that looks like for you. So, it is what it is. But, yeah. Okay. What else, Spirit? Taking more baths, having moments of silence, moments of journaling. Okay. Yeah. It's like just making more time for yourself and things that help you release, inadvertently. So like I said, for a very, very, very few of you, it is like direct, like, okay, I am, talking through these very serious things, right? But for a majority of you, it's more so in your hands. Like, when you go to a therapist or a counselor, that's in your hands too, because you're the one that makes the decision to go and show up, right? But when you use, like, alternative tools, alternative methods, not saying that it's going to solve everything, but they are helpful. But when you use alternative methods and stuff, then you're really discovering things that are suited for you, because one method is not for everyone. That's what I'll say. And so with the Page of Cups, I definitely feel like you're just kind of exploring things that work for you. Whatever somebody else may think about it, whether it doesn't work for them or does it, it doesn't matter. What you're doing is exploring things that work for you, that help you. And so it really puts the power in your hands. And that's why that Phoenix really shone through, because it's like you are coming through as very empowered and like having control over your reality, over your releasing, over your growth. Like, you're really taking ownership of it, accountability. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, what else, Spirit? Okay, we got no, wait, pause, postpone. So what is this about, Spirit? Are they trying to rush something? What is it? What are you saying no to? Ooh, yeah. I do feel like this new version of you is learning to say no. And like I said, a few things that I mentioned was like taking more baths, like having moments of silence and like stuff like that, and self-care type of stuff. So with this Phoenix and the no card, I definitely feel like you are saying no and meaning it, and like being more intentional with time reserved for you instead of time for everyone else. So I definitely feel like the Phoenix version of you has boundaries and are standing on business, okay? And I definitely feel like Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, when we give our time and attention out to people, then they start to like feel like they're entitled to it. Um, and so with this Phoenix and the no card, I definitely feel like you don't care. It's not that you don't care, but it's very much like, no is no. And, whether you're at the place to say no and nothing else, whether you just say no, or if you say, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but unfortunately I'm unable to. Maybe another time, if you soften it, cushion it, whatever. Either way, you're still able to say no. Okay, and that's really important. As long as you say it, however, that translates for you, works for you, feels safe and comfortable for you, you're honoring yourself and your boundaries. So that's really cool. Um, okay, last messages. Courage. Textures, yeah, I keep telling you that you guys have the energy of the Phoenix, have this empowered light energy coming through, and I love it. All right, so you got courage. Divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going, do it. Don't worry, all will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. Dear Divine, may I feel your courage and your will. Okay? Whatever way that resonates for you. But yeah, it does kind of piggyback off of that Page of Cups where I was saying, like, there's a message coming through of like, just keep going, keep exploring, keep expressing, keep sharing, keep reserving yourself for you, being intentional about your energy, whatever you're doing. Keep doing that because you're coming through as very empowered. Um, I kind of want to do a prediction for you. Spirit, can we do what kind of prediction is, with all this Phoenix energy, what can we expect moving forward? What kind of situation or opportunity can open up for them? What does this Phoenix energy open up for them? We got Four of Wands. Four of Wands. Four of Wands. I love Four of Wands. Okay, hold on. Three of Pentacles. Ooh. And Ten of... Okay, y'all. Okay, Three of Pentacles tells me collaboration, networking, people being drawn to you, wanting to work with you, wanting to, learn from you or be inspired by you. Just kind of, if this is a work type of thing, maybe wanting to, this reminds me of like, so like I write poetry, and like back in the day I had more anxiety than I do now. And so I try to fight my anxiety by putting my poetry out there. And I had people like, they appreciated it, and they also wanted to collaborate with me. Like they wanted me to write some pieces, and then they would write pieces, and then we would put the poem together. So I see work like that where people want to, collaborate on your writing or collaborate on whatever you got going on, whether that's in a work setting or as a hobby. Oops, sorry, Biddy. My little kitty cat's down there by my feet. But anyway, yeah. So I see that with the Three of Pentacles. What else? I do also see that progression. So again, just whatever you're working on, and if you keep that Phoenix energy, those boundaries set and being determined and things like that, I just see progression with whatever you're working on, like momentum. And then with Ten of Cups, you've got, fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. And then I always point out this lady right here who's sharing her light with everyone else in the room, and they're in awe of her, and they're also wanting to share that with her, and like it almost kind of feels like a magic trick, right? And so it's almost like you are emotionally fulfilled and happy, but you are showing other people like how like you're inspiring others. I got that from both of these cards. There's inspiration here, and inspiration is an energy that is like mutual, or like it comes back. It's giving like Six of Pentacles or Six of Cups type of energy. It's giving six, the energy of six. But anyway, yeah, so I just feel like what you're giving, what you're doing, it resonates out like into your aura, into your projects and things like that. And it's opened up opportunity just for people to come towards you that align with that, to be inspired by that, and really form some bountiful connections, okay? Same with Four of Wands here. I want to get a little bit more about Four of Wands real quick. Four of Wands, what do you want to tell us? I got it. I got it. This is about your home. Oh, sorry, Biddy. My son. Anyway, Four of Wands. This is about your home. This is about your inner self. Like, I don't know, I just feel like although this is a Wands card, I'm really drawn to the structure of the home. It just feels very well lit. It's giving solar plexus, okay? I feel you very brave, you like sustaining yourself with your energy, determination, passion. Your solar plexus is very active. So if you are somebody who, you know, deals with anxiety or self-worth stuff or whatever, I don't see that at all. So definitely tune into that Phoenix energy, because this is giving like vibrant solar plexus energy, you know, a lot of courage, a lot of just kind of being secure in your vessel, and in your energy and what you're doing. Yeah, and that takes me back. I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles that we first got. And so, you know, with Two of Pentacles, it's the two people coming together. I was talking about the light and the dark. When you acknowledge yourself as a whole, you're able to utilize more of your energy, you know, more of yourself. If you're just trying to operate from one version of you, then you're kind of at a deficit, respectfully, right? And so, just to clarify, I just see Two of Cups energy with the Four of Wands as like you're able to be more secure and just more in control of your energy, just more stable, more aware. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Okay, so let me know if that resonated, if it was inspiring, motivating, what came up for you during that reading, because that was just very powerful for me. So, you know, I hope you're feeling that too. Again, thank you for tuning in, and good luck on your journey. Ashe.